AI agents increasingly consume content and APIs autonomously, but publishers lack a mechanism to charge for this access at scale. AWS WAF AI Traffic Monetization addresses this by enabling you to set prices for AI bot access to your protected resources. You can price and meter AI bot access to your content and APIs through the AWS WAF console. When an AI agent requests a resource, AWS WAF returns an HTTP 402 payment required response using the X402 protocol, containing your prices and payment methods. You can collect autonomous payments as agents present proof of payment, which AWS WAF verifies at the edge before issuing scoped access tokens within a single request cycle. Payment settlement uses Coinbase's X402 facilitator, with Stripe integration coming soon. You can set differentiated pricing by agent identity and intent, charging different rates for verified search crawlers versus training crawlers. You can view revenue analytics in the WAF console alongside traffic analysis, providing visibility into both agent activity and generated revenue. You receive payments directly from agents and manage disbursement through your payment provider. This capability is available at no additional charge to AWS WAF customers in all edge locations with CloudFront associated web ACLs. Many enterprises and regulated industries face challenges managing AWS infrastructure from air-gapped or classified networks that prohibit internet connectivity. Previously, AWS Management Console private access required internet access, limiting options for organizations with strict security requirements. Now you can access the AWS console from your VPCs without any internet connectivity. You route console traffic through VPC endpoints using AWS Private Link, establishing secure network paths between your VPCs and the console. You apply VPC endpoint policies to restrict access to specific AWS accounts and organizations. You use IAM, service control, and resource control policies to require that your employees access resources only from authorized networks. This enables you to manage AWS infrastructure through the console while maintaining network security controls in environments that cannot connect to the internet, such as government, defense, financial services, and healthcare systems. When Amazon Bedrock AgentCore memory converts short-term memory to long-term records, metadata helps organize and filter those records for retrieval. Previously, metadata values could only be inferred by the LLM during extraction, leading to potential inconsistencies. You can now attach metadata values directly from your application by setting a metadata keys extraction type to strictly _consistent. This ensures the value you provide on the short-term memory event passes through extraction and consolidation unchanged with no LLM inference. Events sharing the same strictly consistent metadata values are extracted and consolidated together, while records with different values are never merged even if semantically similar. This isolation enables department scope retrieval, compliance boundaries between regulated and standard records, and multi-tenant memory where each tenant's data is processed independently. You can configure up to 3 strictly consistent keys per strategy on semantic, user preference, and episodic strategies. Keys must be of type string and declared in the memory's index keys, and can coexist with LLM-inferred keys on the same memory resource. Enterprise teams operating across multiple accounts and regions need a unified view of operational health across their infrastructure. Without centralization, you must access metrics individually from each account and region, making it difficult to monitor, set alarms, and maintain compliance at scale. CloudWatch Metrics Centralization addresses this by letting you replicate metrics cross-account and cross-region into a single destination account. You can define centralization rules through AWS organizations that automatically replicate metrics from source accounts and regions. Once centralized, you gain full ownership of the data to query and alarm on centralized data from a single location. The feature works with both CloudWatch and OpenTelemetry metrics, and integrates with existing CloudWatch capabilities including metrics insights, dashboards, alarms, metric math, anomaly detection, metric streams, and PromQL. Teams running production systems need to automate repetitive SRE tasks and integrate DevOps capabilities into their existing workflows without context switching. AWS DevOps Agent now addresses this by letting you create scheduled custom SRE agents that run on a cadence to automate tasks like generating database health reports or reviewing logs for anomalies. You can access DevOps Agent headlessly via MCP and A2A protocols from tools like Kiro, Claude, and other coding assistants, enabling you to check production health directly from your IDE. You can extend DevOps Agent by connecting your own sub-agents built with Amazon Bedrock or third-party frameworks through A2A protocols. Finally, you can monitor and improve agent performance through human labeling and dashboards that track task quality, ensuring your automated workflows deliver reliable results. You need to evaluate MariaDB 12.3 features before deploying them to production environments, but running tests on production infrastructure introduces risk and uncertainty about compatibility. You can now test MariaDB 12.3 long-term support in the Amazon RDS database preview environment, which provides a sandbox for application testing. You can use Oracle to underscore date and IsJSON predicate functions to improve compatibility and data validation. You can execute update/delete with common table expressions to simplify complex operations. You can optimize left join and range partition queries through enhanced query optimizer capabilities. The preview environment retains instances for 60 days, giving you time to validate new features before general availability. When analyzing logs, you previously needed to navigate between separate CloudWatch tools to query historical data, stream real-time logs, and identify contributors, fragmenting your workflow. CloudWatch Log Analytics consolidates logs insights for querying and analyzing log data, Livetail for real-time log streaming, and contributor insights for identifying top contributors into a single console. You can access all three tools from one interface, execute multiple queries in different tabs, and use features like patterns, saved queries with parameters, facets for interactive exploration, natural language query generation, and visualizations. You can stream real-time logs and identify top contributors without switching contexts. Log Analytics is available in all commercial AWS regions with pricing based on the underlying capabilities you use. Organizations using Lambda managed instances face difficulty tracking costs, enforcing service control policies, and meeting compliance standards because tags do not propagate to underlying managed resources like EC2 instances, EBS volumes, and INIs. This creates gaps in governance and cost allocation when LMI provisions infrastructure on your behalf. With tag propagation, you can now propagate tags to EC2 instances, EBS volumes, and INIs by configuring tags on your capacity provider settings using the Create Capacity Provider or Update Capacity Provider APIs. You enforce cost allocation and compliance requirements by setting the Propagate Tags mode to explicit and providing key value pairs. The system applies tags automatically without manual intervention to all new managed resources after configuration. You can manage these settings through the AWS Management Console, AWS CLI, AWS CloudFormation, AWS CDK, or AWS SAM, ensuring consistent tagging across all LMI provisioned resources.